Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing another piercing pet peeves video, and as you can tell by the title, this one is going to be all about the pet peeves of ear piercings, which I'm sure many of you out there who also have a lot of ear piercings can relate to. So if you guys watch my tongue piercing pet peeves video, it's going to be kind of along the lines of this one, but we're just going to kind of run through them. Again, if you guys have anything to add to this list that I made, make sure you go down and put it in the comments, and also give this video a thumbs up while you're at it. So the very first thing that I want to kick this video off with is my very first pet peeves when it comes to ear piercings is changing them. If you have a lot of ear piercings and you change the jewelry either a little bit or often or not often, whatever, then you would know the absolute pain in the ass that changing ear piercing jewelry is. It is literally such a nuisance because, one, the ears are on the side of your head. It's not something directly in front of you that you can see. And also your ears are very tiny, and the jewelry for ear piercings is also very tiny as well. It can be a little bit difficult, it can be a little bit painful, and it is very, very hard to see. I did do a couple videos here on my channel of me changing my ear piercings, and you guys know I struggled a lot with my rook piercing. That is literally by far the hardest piercing to change, like hands down. Another thing that I want to add to this ear piercings pet peeves video is cleaning your ears. Now, if you're someone who has maybe 1 or 2 ear piercings on each ear, then it's really not a big deal. But if you're someone who has like 7 or 8 in each ear and your ears are very crowded with jewelry and you go to clean them, it can be a little bit difficult. If you don't clean your ears at all, like, you're disgusting and you should really start. I'm someone who really likes to kind of clean my ears in the shower pretty often. I'm very, very picky about having clean ears, and I noticed that when I go to clean this ear especially, it kind of gets in the way and it's a little bit annoying because you have all this jewelry in the way, and if you have nails like I do, it can be very difficult to kind of get in there and make sure, you know, all the gunk is out of your ear. So like you have to kind of go in between the jewelry and over it and under it and inside and all around and behind and all that stuff. It's very, very annoying. It takes like 5 extra minutes longer than it does with people without ear piercings. It's very annoying. And then when I get out of the shower, I always, and I know this is bad, but I always use Q-tips when I get out of the shower. It is like a routine of mine. I don't like having wet ears. So after I kind of wash them in the shower and I get out, I just take a Q-tip and I just kind of go on the inside, getting all the water out. And then I have to go around each individual piercing, making sure that it's nice and dried off, because you don't want to leave it wet because that can just kind of sit there and get all gunky and yucky. It is a process to clean your ears when you have a lot of ear piercings. It's a lot to handle. The next 2 things kind of go hand in hand, but the one thing is trying to find matching jewelry for all of your piercings. Now, not a lot of people are like this. Some people like to wear different jewelry in every single piercing that they have, which is fine. But if you're someone like me, I do like to match to some degree. Like, I don't like to have a whole bunch of different ones. I just feel like that kind of really throws me off. So the more matching, the better. And I do notice that it is very difficult to find matching jewelry for all of your piercings. And another thing is trying to find the right size for your ear, because obviously every piercing set you go to, they all kind of have the same like generic sizes, unless you go to someone who custom makes jewelry. Everyone's ears are different. Everyone's piercings are different. Some people, you know, have a different gauge or a different length, or some people have bigger ears or smaller ears, and it is so difficult trying to find jewelry that will fit right. Then again, I do kind of make that hard on myself, because I could very easily just go to a piercer and have them correctly size me, but I ain't got time for that. I ain't fucking with that shit. So I'm someone who likes to buy my body jewelry online. I like to just I just like to sit on my couch, order it, have it be here, done. But it can be very difficult, and you have to do a lot of research and a lot of trial and error to try to find the right size that fits your piercing the best, if that makes any sense. So that is the one thing I suck at when it comes to piercings and piercing knowledge, is sizing. Don't ever ask me questions, because I have no idea. Millimeters, centimeters, inches, I have no fucking clue. So I've always really struggled with that, and it's something that I'll probably always struggle with, though that's just too many numbers for me. Another thing that can be kind of a pet peeve, this used to be a pet peeve for me, but not anymore since I've gotten used to it and all my piercings are healed. But for a lot of you, I'm sure you guys all struggle with this, and that is wearing earbuds, headphones, anything of that sort, anything that goes in your ears to listen to music. I get it. That can be so incredibly difficult and annoying and painful, especially when you get piercings like your conch or your tragus or your date. You kind of have to figure out a whole new way to wear earphones, because obviously they don't make earphones that fit into people's ears that have a lot of ear piercing. So you kind of have to eventually figure out a way that's comfortable for you to wear them. I know for me, whenever I do get a new piercing, I cannot wear earphones for maybe about 4 months, so I have to wear those like big headphones that we used to wear like back in the day. Then eventually, after they heal enough, I do eventually kind of figure out a way that like fits really good and looks good and is comfortable and is not hurting my piercings. So just to kind of show you guys a little example as to how I wear my headphones personally and how I do it with all this shit in my ear, I just have a little pair of like Apple headphones that I got from my sister. I am not an Apple products fan, but you know, these are the headphones that I have on me, and I'm going to use them as an example. So these are, you know, like I said, just very generic headphones. Obviously make sure that you have the right side in the right ear and the left side in the left ear, otherwise it's going to be uncomfortable no matter what. So what I kind of do for this ear is I do have my date pierced right here, so I kind of just go around the piercing like that. I just try to carefully maneuver it. Now all my ear piercings are healed, so not any of this hurts. If you are doing this and your piercing is fairly new, it will be very, very painful and you don't want to do that. But since all mine are healed, it's fine. Who gives a shit? And then with my left ear, I have my conch and my tragus and my rook a little bit. So what I do for my rook is if it's really down like that, I will just slightly push it up with my fingers so it's out of the way. With my conch, I just kind of move the ball down a little bit. And my tragus, I just kind of push it forward with my finger like that. And then I kind of do the same thing. I just very carefully try to maneuver it around the piercing. You do eventually find a very comfortable way to wear them in your ear. But what I would recommend for you guys, if you do own headphones like this, I would recommend throwing them out, honestly. And I would get headphones that are like this. They have the little rubbery things that go inside your ears. These I found are way more comfortable for me to wear with ear piercings, and they've just worked really, really well. So basically I just kind of do the same thing, slide them in, and they stay in my ear a lot more securely. Again, I just kind of move everything out of the way, and as you can see, they stay in my ears really, really well. So they don't go anywhere, and it's really comfortable. It doesn't hurt my piercings in any way, shape, or form. It's not impossible. You can definitely do it. You just have to give it a little bit of time and just figure out what's comfortable for you. And then the very last pet peeve that I have for this video is going to be one that you do every single day, and that is sleeping. Now, this is something I've always struggled with, and it's mostly been a problem recently. I don't know why. I mean, I've never been able to sleep good at night because I do have TMJ and I do grind my teeth very, very heavily, so I can't really sleep anyway. But I do notice with ear piercings is sleeping with them is so annoying. Like, I remember the days when I didn't have any ear piercings and I could just like boom, fall flat on my pillow and just fall right asleep. There was no jewelry in the way, there was nothing poking at me. So sleeping definitely is a pet peeve when it comes to ear piercings, at least for me. It doesn't like hurt or anything, but it's just kind of like laying, because I like to sleep on my side. So kind of having like my ear pressed flat against my head with all those ear piercings, it's kind of like, it's a little uncomfortable. And then when I go to move, it's like that, everything kind of moves back into place and it's like, ah, fuck. It's just kind of annoying. Like, it's not like, it doesn't ruin my life. Like, I still sleep obviously, but some nights when I'm sleeping like really, really hard, or I'm, you know, not on my pillow and I'm just on my mattress and everything is just like super flat and up against my head, it's really painful. It can be pretty uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know down in the comments if any of you out there have a hard time sleeping with any of your ear piercings. Now, jewelry can have a lot to do with that, because I do have this big ass ring in my conch, or on this ear I have 2 little studs, and these are like roses. And the edges of them sometimes like poke me in the side of my ear, and it like freaking hurts, man. Beauty is pain, y'all. Okay, everybody, and that is everything that I have for this ear piercings pet peeves video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you have anything to add or if you can relate to anything I said in this video, let me know down in the comments. I would love to know your experience. Make sure you give a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to go down and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. But as always, I will see you guys very, very soon in my next one. I love you guys. Bye!